Welcome to this video on Cilium BGP timers. It's a new feature introduced in Cilium 114, and it's a feature that lets you customize the timers in your BGP session between Cilium and your peers. Now, we've introduced BGP support a few versions ago, and it lets you advertise the pod IP ranges or service IP ranges from a Cilium managed cluster to outside of the cluster using BGP. And by default, we are using quite high BGP timers. So in BGP, you have different timers. You have the keep alive timers, and they are used to maintain the neighbor relationship. And if you don't receive a keep alive message during the hold timer, then the peering session is determined to have failed. So by default, we're using a 30-second keep alive timer. So every 30 seconds, we send a keep alive. And if you don't hear any keep alives from your peers after 180 seconds by default, then the session fails. And these timers are quite high. And ideally, we might want to reduce them because it might take you up to a minute and a half to realize that your neighbor has become unresponsive. So by reducing the timers, you can detect an outage faster and reconverge faster from an event or from an outage. So we're going to look at this in a demo. So let's have a look at this environment. We've got Cilium configured, and we have one peer. So I'm running the Cilium CLI to check at the number of BGP peers with Cilium. And I've got one device, let's call it like my top of rack switch typically. And session is established. It's been up and running for 22 minutes, and we are receiving one network and advertising one network. And we're going to log on to our peer, and we're going to show BGP command just to show that we are receiving, this is a network we are receiving from Cilium 10.0.0/24. And let's find a bit more information here. We can actually see the timers. So keep alive interval is 30 seconds. As I mentioned, every 30 seconds we are sending a new keep alive, and the hold time is 90. Now again, let's go and reduce these timers, which will enable us to detect an outage faster and recover from the outage faster. So the way we define the BGP configuration in Cilium is using BGP peering policy. And let's have a look at a peering policy. It's a very simple configuration. We've essentially defined on which node we're going to apply BGP. We specify our own local autonomous system number, whether we want to advertise a pod CIDR to our peers. And then we have some settings like this is my peer IP address, my peer AS number, and we're going to modify the BGP timers, right? So we're going to go from 30 seconds to 9 seconds and 12 seconds. But before we do that, actually, let's go and just capture make sure that these timers are sent every 30 seconds. So let's go on our Cilium agent, and we're going to run a TCP dump, and it will take about a minute to capture this packet capture. And we are capturing port traffic over TCP port 179, which is BGP traffic, and from 172.0.0.2, which is the Cilium node, right? So we're going to capture this, and we're going to show that traffic is the keep alives are being sent every 30 seconds. Then what we'll do is we'll save these peering policies, we'll apply the peering policy, and we'll see, we show that the traffic is now being sent, the keep alives are being sent every 3 seconds instead. So let's stop this packet capture and let's use Termshark to visualize our keep alive. So you can see I've got a keep alive message sent. Said that was the first packet, so at 0 seconds, and you can see that the fourth packet was sent 30 seconds later. Right, so that keep alive message was sent every second. So it was 30 seconds, which you can see here. So we've got our ping policy with now reducing the keep alive values, the hold time values, and connect retry, which is another BGP timers. And let's save it, and we are going to apply it. And it's going to be in this folder. Here we go. And while we do this, when we change the timer, the session kind of reinitialize itself, and you can see it's become active. And very soon after, the session is reestablished, and you can see that the keep alives have come down to 3 seconds and to 9 seconds. But again, let's just verify using a packet capture. We're going to this time save it into a file called fast timers. And again, because we've reduced the timers, it should just take a few seconds for us to see multiple keep alives. And go. And let's go into Termshark. And as you can see, if we look at our keep alive messages sent every 3 seconds, which again is just a way for us to understand that our peers are still healthy, and to let our peer know that we are, as a BGP node, we are still healthy. And that's it for this quick demo. It's just a new features. We're going to look at more BGP features in the next few demos, but thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.